1, 2, 3.
Good
Good
morning.
Morning, teacher Violet and teacher Pooh.
Good morning, students.
Hey, student, how are you today?
Happy? Okay, good.
And
Happy. Okay, happyก็ได้
Okay, happy. Okay, happy. Okay, the first teacher, I want to know who joined our class. Ready? Okay, first, Johan. Johan absent. Okay, Pooh. Absent. I. Absent. Tan. Absent.
Teacher Poom present.
Okay, thank you. Posh.
ฮะ
อ้าว
ไอ้
Leon.
Present
Leon present. Palm.
Present
Thank you. จอมพล absent ฉลาม absent โอเค ผู้
Present.
Thank you. DJ absent. Boss absent. Chain
incorrect
Okay. Chain present. Okay. Aidin.
Present.
Thank you. Boom absent. Boo.
Present.
Ing absent น้ำหนึ่ง
Present.
Mobile
Present.
เต็มฟ้า
Present.
แป้ง absent ขวัญข้าว
Present.
ข้าวหอม
present.
Jasmine absent Apple absent okay Yaya absent Nania next รายได้ absent okay ช่อเอื้อง
Present.
Thank you นิ absent tennis absent นิชา
Present.
grape absent milk
Present.
the last Nudi
Present.
okay thank you student okay let's go over class
Yes, welcome back everyone for another reading class. As you might remember, week before last week, we were still busy with Nature's Light Show. And I showed you some examples of the Northern Lights, and we also watched a video about the Northern Lights in Norway. But we also learned that the Northern Lights does not only occur in Norway, and there are some other places in the world where we can also go to see them. It's also something that I also still want to go see is the Northern Lights, because just look how beautiful these skies look. It really is amazing. So let's quickly just go through our vocabulary one more time. Go through the vocabulary one more time just to make sure we learn these words, understand them, and know how to use them. So I will read the word and then you repeat it after me. Okay. Are we guys ready? Yes. Or are we not ready yet? You have to be ready. Yay. So first one, let's go here. Is advice. So all together. Advice.
and read together
All together here. Advice. Hello?
Advice.
Advice. What does advice mean? Very good. What does advice mean? It's
I
when
don't
you,
know.
if you ask someone a question and they give you the answer. Let's say you ask someone, I don't know what to do for Christmas, or I don't know what to do in the holiday. And someone says, it might be a good idea to go to Kauko for the holiday. That's giving advice. You give someone an idea of what they can do. It's giving advice. So the teacher gives me advice. So if you ask me, teacher, how do I do better in mathematics or in reading? The teacher can give you advice and say, you need to practice more to get better. Okay. The next one is appear. All together, appear.
Appear.
Excellent, excellent. What does appear mean? Like sometimes you don't see something and suddenly something just appears out of nowhere. It just shows up. Probably the most easiest explanation is there was nothing there, and when I looked again, I saw a ghost. The ghost just appeared, just show up from nowhere. And what do we do if we see a ghost? We run very fast. We have to run. Don't stay there. Okay, the next one is freezing.
Freezing.
Yes. That's if it's like last week, it was quite cold. So you might be standing outside early in the morning. It might be freezing. You might be shaking and you might feel cold. You can also say the water is freezing when you put it into the fridge, in the freezer. Okay, next one is island. All together, island. Listen carefully. We do not use the S. We do not use the S. Island. We don't use the S. Island.
Island.
Very good. Excellent. Now, this is one of the words you find them quite often in English, where you don't pronounce the word the way it is written. So that makes English a little bit difficult, because sometimes they have a letter there that we don't use. Like for island, why do they put the S there? We don't use it. We don't say Iceland, because Iceland is a country. We say island. So why is the S there? We don't know. We don't know. Some guy thought he was very smart and add one more letter. And we have some of these different types of words. I'm sure you also come across some of them. That just the way it's written is not the way you pronounce it, and it can make it a little difficult. So it's important to listen to the way I pronounce the words so you can also learn from them. And the next one is lucky.
Lucky.
Yes. So that is, if you beat teacher and rock, paper, scissors, you are lucky, because teacher is very good. No, you are very lucky. Or maybe you have a very good friend, and someone can say, wow, you have a very good friend. You're very lucky to have such a good friend. You know, so lucky is a word that can be used in many ways. You can have luck, which is maybe you buy a lottery ticket and you win. Or maybe you buy a certain amount of money you spend at a shop and you get a ticket to maybe win something. And if you win, you are considered to be lucky, because not everyone can win. The next one is measure. Measure. Excellent, excellent. So measure, we use measure usually when we work with like a ruler. Measure how long the book is. We use our ruler to measure. You can also say that it's difficult to measure the quality of this product, meaning it's difficult to see how good this product is. Okay, the next one, nature. Yes, very good. Nature. So what is nature? Nature is everything that is around us that is not influenced or changed by humans. So if you go up in the mountains here in Phetchabun, that is nature, because a lot of those places have not been touched or damaged or changed by humans. That is the way it's been from the start of time. So the next one is northern. Northern.
Mother.
Very good. So we can say Chiang Mai is in the northern part of Thailand, meaning north. We can say again like Phuket is in the southern part of Thailand. But in Phetchabun, we live close to the center to central northern Thailand. Okay. Next one is real. Real.
Real.
Very good. So what is real? Yeah, we can play games on our phone. That is not real. Or we can go and play games with our friends on the field or in the areas where we like to play. So that is real. In English, we have an acronym, which is letters forming words, which we can say, let me just write it down here. IRL. Have any of you guys ever heard this? IRL, those three letters. Have you ever seen them before? What does it mean? If someone says IRL, it means in real life. In real life. So in real life, I have to go to the shop to eat some food. But when I play a game, I don't have to eat. I just maybe have to play. Okay. Last one is the waterfall. Waterfall.
Waterfall.
Very good. Now a waterfall is a that's a long way. A waterfall is a place in usually up in the mountains where the water runs down the mountain, and the water at a point it falls to the ground. So if it falls from the mountain to the ground, which means the water is falling, and that's how the name came about as a waterfall. It's like the water is falling. Okay, so to carry on, we are currently on page 61. Remember, we already did the other ones, so we're just going on. We're not going to look at them again. So here we have to correct a wrong word in each sentence. So how do we know? Let's see. Or did we answer this one? I think we have. I don't have that page. But let's see. Jade 2008 asked about the Southern Lights. Which word is incorrect? Just get. You can look on page 60. If you remember on page 60, we read this story. But let me get that story again so we can. Just give me 1 second. Let me just grab that story just so that we have the information we need. Okay, where is, there we go. Boom, boom. So we go here. Okay, sorry, I just have to make sure we have that story. So in the story, I know it's 2 weeks ago, so we might have forgotten about it. So let's quickly go through the story again. I will read it once, everything, and then I want you guys to read it to me also. And then we can answer our questions. So the first one is it's a chat group. And Jade 2008 wrote, hey, can anyone help? Where's the best place to see the Northern Lights? Thanks. And then Tomakito wrote, you can see them in the winter on the Lofoten Islands in Norway. It will be freezing though, so it's going to be very cold. And Wild said, "Hi, Jade 2008. I'm from Norway, so I can give you some advice. Winter is the best time, but you can also see the lights in the late autumn and early spring. They appear on dry nights between 6 p.m. and 1 a.m. You usually see purple, pink, and green lights." And then J2008 wrote, "Where do they come from?" And Wild wrote, "Ha ha ha. My teacher says it's like the sun burping. The lights are made of gas that comes from the sun." And the last message here was, "Thanks. That's so funny. Thanks for your help. I can't wait to see them." Okay. So you guys just have to read the small chat boxes. You don't have to read the names. So you don't have to read the names. You can just read the chat box. Okay. Let me just scratch out the names. Don't worry about the names. Just read the chat box. Start from the right-hand side here at Hey. You guys can start there. And you can start now. Hey, can anyone help?
Can anyone help where the is to the sea? Northern light dance. You can see them in the winter on the
Lofoten Island.
Iceland in Norway be freezing cold.
Very good.
Hi,
Hi,
Jade,
date
2008. I'm
from Norway.
So
I can give you some
Why?
advice. Winter is the best time, but you can also see the lights
The light in the last autumn and
early spring.
Excellent.
they appear
They
on
dry nights
between 6 p.m. and 1 a.m.
1
You
p.m.
usually see
You
purple,
usually see purple,
pink, light.
and green lights.
Excellent.
Where
Do they come from?
My teacher says it's like the sun burping. The lights are
And made
all
of
gas
gas
from the sun.
Very good.
That's so funny.
That's so funny. Thanks for your help. I can't wait to see them.
Excellent. Well done. Very well done, guys. Good job. Good job. So let's quickly answer these questions. I think we looked at them last time. Let's see if you remember some of them. Let's see if we can remember some of them. So first thing, number one, correct the wrong word. Jade 2008 asks about the southern lights. Which word is incorrect?
Southern Lights.
Southern lights, what it's supposed to be?
Must be true, right?
It has to be northern lights. Yes, excellent. Good job. The next one, number two, J2008 or 2008 comes from Norway. Which word there is not correct? What do you think? Jade. Okay. What do you think is the correct word? Who comes from Norway? I'll write the word down because the pronunciation of this name, I'm not 100% sure. So to pronounce it, it should be filled, but I'm not sure how you pronounce that word, that name. Not a very common name or a name I see often. Number 3. Summer is the best time to see the lights.
Summer must be winter.
Excellent, excellent. Yes, that's 100% correct. Summer has to be winter. How about number 4? The lights are purple, pink, and orange.
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 Yes, that sounds
Green.
perfect.
Green.
Sounds perfect to me. Green. And the last one.
Yes, really good.
Will 14's mother told her a funny story. Who told her a funny story? Mother. Okay. Who is the correct one that told a funny story?
Teacher.
Teacher. Excellent. Good job. Excellent. It is the teacher. For number B, let's look at the questions and let's answer them as best as we can. Are these 3 people friends in real life? Are they friends in real life? If you look back at the story over here, are these 3 people friends?
No.
No. How do we know? Because we can see there is a chat group about the Northern Lights. So this lady is trying to find out information and she wants to ask for advice about where she can go see the Northern Lights and when is the best time to go see them. Okay. So the answer is 100% correct that you guys gave me? No. No. They are talking in a chat group, but they are not friends. They just met each other in a chat group. Okay. Tomokito says, you can see them in the winter. What does them mean in the sentence? You can see them in the winter. What does them mean in the sentence?
Northern Lights.
Excellent, excellent answer. Northern Lights. Good job, good job. Seems to me you guys are reading very well and also following together. So number 3, what kind of weather is the best for seeing the Northern Lights?
Winter.
Winter is a season, and winter is a season. That's the correct season.
Cold weather.
But what is the best weather?
Cold.
Yes.
Cold weather.
Cold weather. What else do they say? What else do they say?
Winter.
Dry nights. You see them on dry nights. So they have cold weather on dry nights. If the weather is cold and there's dry nights, it's the best time to see them. But I put dry night in bracket because just to show, give more information, but it's not actually the answer. Cold weather, the answer. For how many hours a day do the lights appear? For how many hours a day do the lights appear? So we have to do some mathematics.
7 hours.
7 hours. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We have 24 hours a day. And the best time to start looking is at 1800 hours. So that will give us 6 hours. Plus 1 hour for past midnight equals 7. So 7 is the correct answer. Good job. Excellent. The last one. Why do we see the Northern Lights? Why do we see the Northern
Teacher,
Lights?
sorry, I'm late.
Oh, welcome, welcome. It's no problem as long as you are here. Open on page 61 and see if you can follow along with us, please. So why
The
does,
sun is burping.
because the sun is burping. And by burping, what do they mean? The sun is burping. What do they mean when they say the sun is burping? What is coming from the sun? What is coming from the sun? Excellent, excellent answer. I was waiting for that one. Because the sun releases gas. The sun releases the gas, and this gas interfere with the oxygen and the light with the winter, and they make these amazing, beautiful, beautiful colors. Okay. Excellent job, you guys, so far. Excellent. We only have a short while left. Let's quickly look at page 62. Read about 4 amazing things you can see on Earth. Which one would you like to see and why? Okay, so because my lesson got a little bit sidetracked, I'm thinking of changing what I want us to do. What I want you to do, because I'm going to stop on this page. We're not going to do the word puzzle now, and we're not going to look at any of these 4 pictures. What I want us to do is very simple. Very simple. Do some research. Do some research. What does that mean? I want you to use the internet to find out information. Now, teacher, what information do you want? Okay, let me quickly tell you what I want you to do. First, we do some research. Then, our research is about what? Write down the 7 wonders of the world. Also, write 7 wonders of the world and write down 1 fact about it. For example, I'll give you one example. This answer I'm going to give you must also be on your answer because it is a wonder of the world. So the example. Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls, okay. And 1 fact. So we wrote down Victoria Falls is a wonder of the world. And we say Victoria Falls is in Zimbabwe. Is that true? Who knows? Is that true? No, it's not true. It is true. It's in Zimbabwe, Zambia, and one more country. One more country. They all meet there in the southern point of Africa. They all meet at the Vic Falls. There's 3 countries. You must give me 1 extra. Zimbabwe, Zambia, and I'll give you the last country. They'll give you the last country. Starts with an N. Okay. So, how should your page look like? How should your answer look? What I want you to quickly look at before we finish up is this is our example. Just a short example, but let me show you how I want you to have your answer. So on the top of the page, please write down this information. You do not have it. Please write it down. So here we say our name and nickname and number. On the top of the page, name, nickname, and number. And then you go 1. Answer plus explanation. 2. Answer plus explanation. 3. Answer plus explanation. You do this up to 7. Answer plus explanation. You write all of them down like that. The reason why I want you to do some research is because you have to read. When you do research, we have to read. So for number 7, I will say Victoria Falls. Then we say Victoria Falls is on the border of Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Namibia. I'll give you the last one as well. So there's the number 7 is our example. Now, one thing you should know also is there are 2 different types of wonders of the world. But let me quickly show you an example of how you can find them. Okay. I will send this to you. I will send a slideshow to you on the group. But let me quickly show you how can you find the wonders of the world. Let's pause.